Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, we are back with Mr. Rose, and if I selected this video correctly, then this is one of the videos that you guys requested quite a while ago. Yeah, we're getting to it now. When movies get misnamed by Mr. Rose. This is from 3 years ago, from July 2022. Okay, let's see. Let me move a bit to the side. Yeah, this is probably good. As always, link in the description. Make sure you subscribe to Mr. Rose and you support him. Let's see, is everything set up? Okay. Okay, seems to be good. Actually, let me take a sip. Oh. It's important to stay hydrated. That's why I drink Coke Zero every single day, you know? Okay, enough talking. Let's get started.
I got a comment from Pumpkin asking me to look at movies getting misnamed, and the subsequent replies suggested this might be a good idea. We had The Revenant referred to as the Bear Movie, and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory as Willy Wonka's Toy Shop, so onto the community page it went. Thank you to everyone who replied. I didn't just limit this to old people though, I wanted misnamed movies from everyone. My girlfriend's younger than me and genuinely thought for the longest time because of this poster, the film Little Nicky was actually called Devilishly Funny. So, let's get into it. My little sister used to call Final Destination Last Summer Vacation. My mum calls Kung Fu...
What? Last? Okay, that actually goes kind of hard as well. Last Summer Vacation. If they're all gonna die, yeah, it actually is gonna be the last summer vacation. Huh, okay.
Destination Last Summer Vacation. My mum calls Kung Fu Panda Bamboo Panda Man. Finally, one I can answer to. When I was like 7, my grandma said she was taking me to see Racket Wrath. I was so confused and a little scared because I was convinced she was taking me to some tennis-based psychological horror film. She meant Wreck-It Ralph. My grandfather
Wreck-It Ralph, okay.
The Mask of Light as Bionic Ankles. I heard
Bionic Ankles. Bionicle, the Mask of Light. Bionic Bionic Ankle. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can see it somewhat.
As Bionic Ankles. I heard a woman on my street describe Shrek as that one movie about Frankenstein and his pony. My mum calls Lethal Weapon a leather weather. My grandma has always been unable to remember the name of the Croods. Some names include the Grogs, the Crods, the Groogs and the Grods. Edit. Almost forgot the Glogs and the Glugs. My great-grandmother once called the Minions movie Mini Onions. Sonic the Hedgehog somehow became Bionic Sled Dog. Due to an unfortunate game of charades with my grandmother, the movie Full Metal Jacket is forever known as Tiny Jar of Death. My mate's sister confused the hell out of her by asking about Neil after watching The Matrix. Is Neil!
What the hell?
When I was 11, I somehow got it in my head that a certain movie was called Aston Martin and started Googling the name. I was so frustrated that nothing ever came up. The movie I was looking for was Austin Powers. My granddad once called it Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azerbaijan. When Spider-Man No Way Home...
Yo, that sounds like an interesting one.
On my way into the theatre, I saw grandma drop off some little kids and she told them to enjoy their homeless bug boy movie. My grandma called A Wrinkle in Time as A Tinkle in the Wind. My entire family calls almost every film by the name, oh, you know, the one with the actor. Once saw my friend's mum.
Yeah, I know, of course.
The Chewy Dwayne movie, which was actually the new Jumanji movie. My aunt
Chewy
Toy Story.
If we wanted to go see the Chewy Dwayne movie. What? Chewy Dwayne. Okay.
The Chewy Dwayne movie, which was actually the new Jumanji movie. My aunt once called Toy Story Cowboy Tales. I couldn't remember for the name of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs once and was...
Okay. This one, I mean, I'm not gonna blame anyone if they don't remember that name. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That name is a mouthful. Like, what? I'm not blaming anyone for not remembering that name, because even the German version of it, I forgot about that name multiple times. I would not blame anyone for that.
was talking to my boyfriend and described it as, oh, that film with the machine and the giant hot dogs and the mayor was the size of a transit van, and he just stared at me like, what the fuck? My dad was trying to name Turning Red, and we were on a call, and he said, oh, isn't that from Going Brown or something? My friend once called Ferris
Going
Bueller's Day Off
Brown.
Fraser's Day Off, and the idea of that film still haunts me. My grandma thought Lego Batman was called Let Go of Batman, and insisted that it would be too sad to enjoy. Jeeps and lemurs, or more commonly known as Jeepers Creepers. My grandpa refers to the Shawshank Redemption as the crankshaft connection. We'll never forget the time my friend
The Shawshank Redemption as the crankshaft connection. What? The crankshaft connection. Okay. Okay, wow.
We'll never forget the time my friend referred to Silence of the Lambs as the quiet sheep. Skull emoji! My grandma has several times referred to How to Train Your Dragon as How to Ride a Demon. I've heard someone call Panic Room a high anxiety house. My grandfather, who smoked a bit too much weed back in the 60s, once...
Wait. Is that an important piece of information we need?
Referred to Indiana Jones as Alabama James. My uncle was always confused about why I wanted to watch
Missionary Impossible. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I would be confused as well. Alabama James. I wonder what the plot would be if we had a movie called Alabama James. I have an imagination what it could be about, but I don't want to say it. Missionary Impossible.
I was always confused about why I wanted to watch Missionary Impossible. My mum once described Lord of the Rings as the film with big ears. After some questioning, it turned out she'd got confused between Gandalf and Big Ears from Noddy. One time my grandma was trying to remember the movie Hocus Pocus and called it Hooker Ponker. My family loves Pirates of the Caribbean, and we've watched the films for years. Despite that, my mother forgets the names and refers to it as the Bada Bum Bum Bada Bum Bum Bada Bum 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 movie.
Bruh. That is what you're remembering it by, not the actor or one of the characters in it. I mean, to be fair, the music is very rememberable. But if you're telling it to them like that, I don't think they would remember.
My grandmother refers to all action movies as shoot 'em up bang bangs, even the ones without guns. My mum once called Despicable Me as a despicable...
Just like back in the day, like 10, 15 years ago, the parents all called shooters killer games or other names. Just because you're shooting a gun.
My mum once called Despicable Me as a despicable uncle. So when she said, "Want to see a despicable uncle?" I just stared into her eyes, trying to decide what the hell she meant. I had a friend who asked me about a movie where a guy lived in a straw.
Uncle?
Turns out he was talking about the opening to the James Bond movies. He thought the gun barrel was a straw. To be fair, if I actually thought that, I'd definitely ask my friend about it. I can't think of many fates worse than being condemned to live in a straw.
Then maybe you shouldn't be living here!
Anyway, what makes it worse is that we were in high school. Right, wake up, we're shifting gears. It's time for you, the viewer, to do a bit of work. Quick quiz. I'm going to show you 10 misnamed movie titles you
guess the film from the misnamed title. Oh boy, I am going to be horrible at that. I am going to be awful at that.
Shout out what films you think they pertain to. These will be coming at you quite fast. Good luck. Missing in a minute.
Huh? Can we lower the difficulty, please? You're just gonna start with that? Missing... Huh? Gone in 60 seconds. Okay. Okay, I don't know that movie. And I don't know that many movies to begin with. I'm a weeb, bro. I watch anime. I don't watch fucking Nicolas Cage.
Detective Fish.
Fish. Fish? Huh? Okay, now what? Finding Nemo is Detective Fish. Bruh. Okay, if anyone watching this video somehow got that, please let me know in the comments, because no, that would have been one of the last things that I would have considered. Finding Nemo Detective Fish, what?
A bunch of people decide to go move to New York inside food.
Decide to go move to New York inside. Bruh. What? James and the Giant Peach. I don't know that movie either. Like I said, I'm gonna be awful at
Guy
this.
with the face.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. That helps me a lot. Is it The Mask or what? Nah, never mind.
Fat Ghost and Future Boy.
Fat Ghost and Future Boy. Oh my god, I don't think I'm gonna get a single one right. Huh?
Fat Ghost
Fat Ghost and Future Boy?
and Future Boy.
What the hell do you mean by Future Boy? And Fat Ghost? Bruh. What?
Chin. Or something with teeth.
Jaws. That has to be it, please. Okay, at least I got one correct.
The fucking rat version of MasterChef.
Ratatouille, right? Okay.
You know those little creatures
That is quite the description. What?
that sing, and there's Cola that goes bankrupt but makes his money back somehow. Also, it has famous people that voice the creatures.
You know those little creatures that sing and there's a cola? Cola? That goes bankrupt. Ah, is it Sing? Okay, these are doable. The Cars movie or
And last
no?
one.
Wait, what is that picture? What?
And last one. Emojis.
This looks like a movie that you watch, or sounds like a movie you watch on different platforms. I don't know. Wait. Emojis. Emojis. Please don't ever call that again. Call it that again, please.
How did you get on? Do let me know in the comments.
Emojis. That. You know what, guys? Next time you're at work or at school, ask your neighbor, "Hey, have you ever watched the Emojis movie?" And just look at the expression on their face. If they start avoiding you after that, I'm not taking responsibility though.
Anyway, let's end by looking at some misnamed TV shows and video games. Not a movie, but my mum once described Avatar: The Last Airbender as Aang and the Gang. A few weeks ago,
That's
I was
pretty
watching
decent,
The Simpsons.
honestly.
My mum came in and said, "Can you stop watching the Snoop Dogs for a second?" My dad and I
The
were discussing
what?
Breaking Bad. My grandma asked, "Is that the movie about the man who makes marijuana in a trailer?" My grandma just called Schitt's Creek
Kinda,
David.
somewhat.
Like it's an artsy biopic about somebody named David. I'll never forget the time my dad called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Jimbo's whack-ass journey.
Jimbo's whack-ass journey. Okay, the JoJo fans are gonna be, I think, a little bit offended here. Jimbo's whack-ass journey.
Watching Stranger Things with my grandma, and she said, come on, let's watch The Strangest Kids, like it was some kind of crappy YouTube top 10 video. Ooh, what is going on, guys? They were looking at the title of The Strangest Kids, and I gotta warn you, some of these kids are so freaking strange, guys. Their show's on telly again, Grace and Natalie.
Grey's Anatomy, right?
It's Grey's Anatomy, not a movie, but my dad used to call SpongeBob Yellow Cheese God. We still, to this day, have no clue where he got yellow cheese.
I mean, I guess you could kinda interpret his looks as cheese. But if his name is Sponge, you know? But God? Oh no.
From SpongeBob, a frequently misnamed show in the comments. Alternatives included SpongeBot, SpongeBag, SpankBob, Flat Top Bob,
SpankBob,
SpongeBob Square Bitch, SponkQuob.
No. What was? SpongeBob Square Bitch. Okay, you're just making up stuff. You're just giving him names you want him to have.
Square Bitch, SponkQuob, and BrushBob Circle Pants. Not a movie, but one time my dad called Among Us Stand Beside Me. My grandma calls Five Nights at Freddy's Fast Freddy and the Petting Zoo. My family calls Splatoon Squid Squad, because none of us can ever remember what it's called. Once my mum
Squid Squad, okay.
As surviving the cube world. Not
surviving the cube. Wait. Wasn't there a competitor at one point in time that was called Cube World? That's funny.
World, not a movie, but my mum once described you as that British guy who reads because she forgot your name. I instantly understood she was talking about you. Hello,
the British guy that reads.
From that British guy who reads. Anyway, probably got time for just one more. Not a movie name, but my grandfather once called the McDonald's Big and Tasty Burger. I don't even think it is called a Big and Tasty Burger.
Big Tasty, right?
I think it's just called a Big Tasty. There we go. The Hot and Nasty. The IMD.
Oh, we're already on the next video.
I got a
The Big Nasty Burger. I don't think anyone would want to buy that. That sounds very questionable and gross. The Big Nasty Burger. Okay. How did you guys perform on that little quick quiz? As expected, I did bad. But towards the end, I did a little bit better. Yeah. But atrocious. Regardless. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. Like I mentioned earlier, make sure check out Matt Rose. Links in description. Subscribe to him, our Lord and Savior. And I hope we will see each other again in the next video. Leave your requests down in the comments and I'll make sure to get to them eventually. Until then, have a great day and until next time, bye.